Broadcasting live from an Airstream somewhere in Tornado Alley, bringing you the people, places, and stories from the Panhandle to the Red River. This is your Only in Oklahoma show.
And welcome to a very special edition of the Only in OK show. I am COVID-19 free Brett.
And I am Harley.
Where do you begin?
I don't know. Let's just start off by saying we're not experts.
No.
But we do not believe in panic or scare tactics or propagandizing our listeners.
Right. We aren't your mom and pop's media source. We're not here to propagate and to infiltrate and point fingers. We're here to wash fingers and sterilize everything we touch.
Absolutely not. But we do have some do's and don'ts.
Right, because there are a lot of do's
that we feel
you can still do's.
I agree 100%. So let's start off with number one on our do's and don't list.
Yes.
Do stay at home if you have any of the symptoms related to this virus. That would include runny nose, sore throat, cough, and fever.
I kind of feel like, I don't know, I almost feel like some of the things we're going to say state the obvious. If I don't feel well, I am not going to run the risk of either becoming more ill or transferring my sickness to someone else. I just think it's just a good practice. Just stay away from people. Stay home.
Then next up on our list.
Yes.
Don't, for the love of all that is holy, buy all of the toilet paper.
Now, I need you to help me understand, Harley, and maybe help some of people that don't understand. Why? Why the toilet paper?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't understand it.
This is where I think I saw it start to take a drastic turn for the toilet paper, is when we ran out of masks, all of a sudden we started buying toilet paper. Then I asked around. Apparently the toilet paper is being used for masks. But if I'm not mistaken, masks only help you if you're preventing someone else from getting sick. Correct?
I don't know. But I don't think...
There's so many questions.
I don't think there are a lot of questions. I think there's a lot of panic buying.
And bad answers.
And bad answers.
And bad information.
And bad actors.
Yes.
So I say, with that in mind, do visit the CDC website for your news on the coronavirus.
Absolutely.
CDC.gov is the website. That dude that commented on your post that he heard that this is going to be worse than Ebola, the guy is not an expert.
Right. He
has no degree in anything other than possibly talking out of his butt.
Right. A lot of conspiracy theories floating around. So stay away from people. Get your news from a legit source. Like you said, CDC.gov.
And I honestly believe, I 100% agree and understand COVID-19 is
it's a real thing.
It's a real thing. It's a real problem. But I honestly feel like the panic that's caused by the comment section on every website on the planet right now is maybe a bigger problem than COVID-19.
Well, and the other thing, too, is my newsfeed is more infected with COVID-19 posts than my entire neighborhood. You know what I mean?
Than your entire state.
The entire state. If I can't count on two hands and feet and your hands and feet how many pictures of a toilet paper aisle or a food aisle that are on social media right now, describing to me how scarce things are. I get it. We get it. But I think for a lot of people, that just heightens that panic, heightens that anxiety. And, there are people who are like, how am I going to get my supplies? How am I going to... It just creates... You're just creating more of the machine. Just stop doing that.
Right. And I think that kind of leads us straight into the next one. Don't lose your mind.
Do not lose your mind, because there are people that are losing their minds.
Absolutely. And there hasn't been a lot of this going on in Oklahoma. Please think about the decisions that you make and the interactions that you have with people.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice. If you need toilet paper, which I think people occasionally need to buy toilet paper.
Right.
If you need toilet paper, there's only 2 packages left. You don't need both of them.
Right. You don't need both of them. And don't be those people that are gouging people and buying it up and scalping, and selling bootleg Charmin to people that are in desperate need or that type of thing. Because it is something that is a necessity.
It is a necessity.
Right.
And with that being said, do help your neighbors.
Yes, be neighborly.
If you know your neighbor went to the grocery store and wasn't able to get something that they need, and you have more than you need,
Right.
share.
Absolutely.
I don't really think I need to say that to a lot of Oklahomans. I think it's ingrained in us.
Right. But here's the other thing. Take a deep breath. You know, there's a lot of events, you know, because that's kind of our bag. We were like, what are we going to do for a show? How do we talk about tourism. We talk about the thing to do, the place to be, and there's nothing there for you to do right now. Everything is slowly but surely, if it's not canceled, it's slowly working its way towards doing that. You're going to see stories from around the country that things are closing down and closing up shop.
I agree with that. And being outdoors is not going to kill you. This isn't something that's coming from the grass. It's coming from people that are infected with it. So
Right.
Stay away from large groups of people, especially people that are questionable in whether they're healthy or not.
Right.
You know, don't go to the hospital unless you absolutely have to go to the hospital.
Right. Because I think there's a lot of people that, you know, I'm seeing, it's also that time of year where there's allergies and things like that that could easily be misinterpreted if you're using WebMD, or if you're trying to diagnose yourself that maybe it's not allergies. Could it be the coronavirus? I am seeing a lot of friends having those type of posts.
And I do 100% revert back to what we said earlier. Do visit the CDC website.
Right.
If you think you have it or you have the symptoms, go to the CDC website
Mm-hmm.
and look at the list of symptoms that they have provided. Please don't go to WebMD. If you go to WebMD, you're either going to have cancer or you're going to have COVID-19. That's all it is. There are two lists. There are two outcomes of going to WebMD's website and typing in symptoms. You either
Death,
have cancer or you have COVID-19.
Exactly. And there's a lot of COVID-19 going around right now. So do yourself a favor, do everybody else a favor, and just do your homework. It's fairly simple. If you are gathering your information from a shared post, unless it is a legitimate news source, because there's a lot of, if it says UK Mirror, I'm going to tell you, not a good one. The Daily Mail, probably not a decent source. Just do your homework. If you're going to barricade yourself inside, if you got an internet connection before the zombies cut the cord, make sure you do all your homework. You know what you're up against.
Well, I will say that we don't recommend locking yourself inside.
Well, that's true. Don't do that.
You need sunlight.
Yes.
You need interaction.
Yes.
You're going to need supplies.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. It's scary, but just use your common sense.
Right.
Do buy local. Our small businesses are going to take a huge hit over this. This is
Right.
This is going to be 45 days of hype.
Let's wait and see and hope.
Right. So definitely do whatever you can to help the small businesses in your town. Buy local. Yes, Amazon Prime exists, but again, they're not in any jeopardy of going out of business.
Oh, no. Not at all.
But the guy down the street,
Right. Who's donating to your kid's baseball team could use a boost.
he definitely could use the business at this particular juncture.
More importantly, though, you know, there are a lot of it's a very divisive subject matter. People are blaming left. People are blaming right. People are blaming. It's just a, I don't know. It is a incubator for negative energy. Basically, don't play the blame game. This is not a political thing.
It's not.
I think there are a few people, and we've had to kind of put a gag order on some people for making it a political statement. It's not.
It's a viral outbreak. Politics doesn't play a role. And I get if you don't like something that, you know, one side or the other did or whatever, just again, go back to what we said before. Use common sense, do the right thing, wash your hands, don't go out into public if you're sick.
I don't do that anyway. But for some reason that doesn't, I guess not everybody lives by those same standards. But with all of that being said, don't panic, people. As hard as that is for you not to do. I think there's a lot of people panicking. It's a little too late to hit the easy button. I think everybody's not everybody, but a lot of people have hit the panic switch already, and they're in a full swing panic mode. I just breathe deep. It's going to be over before we know it.
It will. And again, I think I want to go back and touch on the help your neighbors. There are a lot of people that have difficulty doing things for themselves, and I think it's a perfect opportunity for our state to show what we're made of by not panicking and by helping out our neighbors. Well, this has been the Only an OK Show. I am Harley.
And I'm Brett. Listen to more podcasts.
I'm gonna hide this tape when I'm finished. If none of us make it, at least there'll be some kind of record. Storm's been hitting us hard now for 48 hours. We still have nothing to go on. One other thing. I think it rips through your clothes when it takes you over. Windows found some shredded long johns, but the name tag was missing. They could be anybody's. Nobody trusts anybody now. We're all very tired. Nobody trusts anybody now. There's nothing else I can do. Just wait. R.J. McCready, helicopter pilot, U.S. Outpost North 31.
Welcome to a special edition of the Only an OK Show, right? This is a special edition emergency broadcast brought to you by... We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you the following programming. This isn't the normal programming. This is in addition to your normal programming. The following opinions do not express those of the Only an OK Show. Welcome to the Only an OK Show. Okay, welcome to the Only in K Show. It seems we have an emergency happening on a global scale. I blame it on the Democrats. Ha ha ha. I'm John McLaughlin, and this is COVID-19. This is a special report. I'm Ted Koppel. It's the flu. All right. 3, 2, Todd Koppel. All right, it's going to be a good show. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to a very special report edition of the Only an OK Show. Do it again.
Yes.
And welcome to a very special edition of the Only an OK Show. It is COVID-19 free. Guaranteed. Well, I don't know. Is it? Is it? No?
You know I'm not supposed to talk until we announce ourselves.
Oh, that's right. I'm Brett, and I'm COVID. I'm from the Soviet Union. 3, 2, 1.